From Mama Said to Hum Day News, we keep it real with down home views. Sunday morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama Said is bringing the truth. And when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose. We're just Southern folks talking Southern things. Stories and sports where the good times hang. From SFP News to I Remember That, we tell it like it is, and that's a fact. Got our veteran of the week, gotta show our pride. Pets of the week, bringing love worldwide. Talking paranormal, digging true crime. Southern fried stories all the dang time. So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that Southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand? So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while. Ain't nothing like that Southern style. From the morning show to the soundstage band, it's SFP Live, won't you give them a hand?
Good Friday evening, everybody out there. Southern Fried Podcast Land, all of our breadheads out there, Cornbread Nation. Welcome to Front Porch Talkin. We're going to rock and roll tonight. How's Dave doing this evening?
I'm all right. Doing fine.
Outstanding. We hope everybody out there is doing well. Hello, Miss Jenneth. How are you this evening? You know, somebody sent a picture today eating ice cream and driving. Quit. Man, don't you rant me.
Sounds like fun.
This cat's been ornery today. He is getting into everything. Yeah, eating ice cream while you're driving. That's probably why men are better drivers than women. I'm just throwing that out there. You know. She wasn't backing up nowhere either. Didn't look like she was driving Porch.
It's that time of year, start getting some ice cream riding around.
You gonna get ice cream right around and eat it?
Sure. I do it all the time. Well, not. I mean, I do it often.
Well, I'm a fat boy. I can't do too much of that. It's all right, though. I'll do what I can do. It just ain't ice cream.
Be sugar-free.
Have you ever had sugar-free ice cream? It's not that great. I didn't care for it that much. I mean, it's better than no ice cream, I guess, but, you know. There is that part.
There's some yogurts are pretty good.
Yeah, some yogurts are. Well, this Front Porch Talking tonight is brought to you by Patriot Mobile. Hey, y'all use that promo code Cornbread. Yes, get you some Patriot Mobile. Hey, good price. Hey, Barry, how you doing? Great pricing on it. Patriotic company. America First, 1A, Pro 2A, Pro Life. Come on. If there's a company out there you want to support, this is one of them. So Patriot Mobile, and the promo code is cornbread.
Cornbread.
Well, I hope y'all had a great day at work. Carb Master yogurt strawberries. Check that out.
Sounds good.
Hope y'all had a great Friday. Hey, it's the weekend. You made it. You made it through Monday night. You made it through Hump Day. Now you're here at Friday. Let the weekend begin, y'all. Let it begin. We're glad y'all are deciding to start it off with us. We're glad y'all are in here.
Amen. Amen.
So
we submitted our changes for the website, and we should have that up in 5 to 7 days.
nice. Howdy, Jake.
Hello,
Nice.
Jake.
That's awesome, dude. I was mowing out on the back field today, out in the back 40 there. You know, for me, mowing's a process. But I saw something today I have never seen before, and it kind of terrified me. And it was cool to see. I don't know if I ever really want to see it again or not. Poor innocent little bunny, just going like crazy, as hard as he could across the field back there. Bobcat right on his heels. He got him before he made it to the woods too. Then he carried him into the woods. So yeah. Hey, Bobcat's got to eat too. And you know what? That's one rabbit that won't be eaten in my garden.
Rut row.
Rough road, wabbit. The hippity hoppity wasn't hippity hoppity and fast enough. He was trying. I know what his last thought was. I knew I should have turned left at Albuquerque.
It's a brutal life.
For those of y'all who aren't old enough, that was a Bugs Bunny reference. Oh, can't wait till Steve gets here tonight. We're gonna have to wait for him, but I am looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. We're gonna hope he makes it. My goodness.
Not yet, Jake.
Hey, Miss Elizabeth.
Just haven't had time to get it uploaded. Working on some stuff today. Soon, though, brother. It'll be in there.
Or Miss Elizabeth, she's a lady. You know, she's gonna be polite and nice.
Thank you, Miss
We
Elizabeth.
appreciate
Not yet, Jake. Haven't made it to the post office yet. Should be able to do that tomorrow. Been some busy days.
Yeah, got a lot going on. Me too.
But I ain't forgot you, brother. I have not forgot you.
And just for the record, guys, and I've been announcing this off and on, and we're gonna keep on announcing it. The old Mayhaw Festival is coming up next month. On the 19th. Me and Dave gonna be there live. Y'all come on out and send us. And we would be glad to see you there. We're gonna have a bunch of people hopefully coming in and out, and we're gonna try to get around and do some interviews with the folks there. We're just gonna go out there and just have a big old time. Yes, as far as I know.
Yes, Barry, we have confirmed everything up. That interview will be the 25th, I believe that is, of April. He's going to be live with us, and we're going to, it's the 25th. We'll have him for 1 hour. He's a real patriot, Christian, I like his website. I like his stance. We're going to talk over his story. His story's really good. Also about this seat um, that is, some people are not happy with John Cornyn. Some of the things that I just felt like he didn't follow through on some stuff. So it's going to take a lot of work. I mean, he's pretty entrenched, but you never know. So we're going to hear what his plans are, and uh, it just helped to get his story out there. Well, that would be all right, but different area.
That would be all right. Oh, that would be sweet, but
I will. I'll try to pull that a picture up here in just a second of him. So I just hadn't made the card yet. I'm gonna be making a card and getting that, announcing that. I've asked his media relations guy for some videos, or because I don't want to misrepresent. Um, I would rather go through them and get their official you know uh, campaign materials. So I don't mind
yes.
sharing a picture though, but I told him I'd rather have their wording and everything so that we do it right. So sound like a great guy. I haven't talked to him yet, but talking to the media guy, and it's been great.
Well, there's um, we've got a lot of stuff really working and working hard, and that's getting from A to B sometimes is kind of hard and difficult to do, but we're moving on with it. Uh, you know, like sometimes we have to make a decision: am I going to the post office today, or I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up for the show tonight? There's a lot of stuff that comes into play. We're building phone calls and everything else a lot during the day, and it's getting to be more and more, and that's great. We love it, but it kind of takes time from other things too. Because I basically live on a small farm here, and I'm trying to keep it up. So I have that along with everything else. And Dave's got a regular job too, and he's running rampant. And sometimes it just isn't enough hours in the day.
Yeah, Jake, I got you pinned too, brother. I ain't forgot about you. I got him laying here on the desk right now, so we're gonna get that took care of. There's just things going on in my life that prohibits me from being able to do like I normally do, and that's just the straight facts. And we're having to maneuver in ways we have not had to maneuver in a long, long time. And so it takes a little bit longer to get things done.
It does. But we're gonna well, we pray for you and everybody else too. So we're gonna keep doing that. So well, I didn't really pick us out a topic for tonight. I got several things we can talk about, but I want to get something that's good for both of us. We're coming right in to baseball season.
We're not coming in. We're not coming in. We're in.
We're in baseball.
They've already played a game and lost as far as the Braves.
Well, it's good when they start off slow, but when they start off hot, they always seem to fizzle out. They need to face themselves, apparently. So
we'll probably have a sports show over the weekend. In fact, talking about baseball. Looking forward to the season, and I love it. Love the baseball season.
So, well, how are the Braves going to do good this year? What's your prediction?
Oh, they'd be pretty good.
I think they will too. So, I'll even watch.
Okay, Barry, it'd be nice to have you back in the area, brother. I hope that works out, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Bless your heart.
It's
tough.
It is hard.
It's tough to find good housing, affordable housing, in the right spot. It's a big challenge today.
Rent and house prices are so high. It's hard to find anything. Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
you
you
know,
can't afford that stuff.
yeah. And we think we got it rough sometimes. I'm gonna throw one out there for you. These people over in LA had over 7,000 homes lost to fires. You know how many building permits they've got to rebuild so far have been issued?
I'm sure it's zero,
Four.
but
Four.
nothing against those folks, and I want to see them get what they need. But there's a whole lot of other people ahead of them that ain't got nothing, and that's called Hawaii. They've
Yeah.
refused to let them folks get back where they need to be. It's
Yeah.
horrible what they've done to them. Some people
Absolutely.
say that's the plan. Some people say that's the plan. That's how you reclaim a whole bunch of prime property. There's a lot of people talking about that. I don't know, but it sure something don't smell right. I tell you that.
No. And that needs to be fixed. All right. That's a bunch of hogwash.
Yeah,
You know, those people need their homes rebuilt. They need that stuff taken care of. They need to be taken care of, and they're not. They're not doing it. So,
sad,
that's really
sad.
crazy.
I feel for people.
Yes. I mean,
Using the power of government to keep people from getting their belongings, keep people from rebuilding, using the EPA. This is really an area that the president needs to step into. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. It doesn't make any sense to me why it has taken so long uh, for those folks to get some sort of relief. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's just. I mean, and isn't that a Democrat-run state anyway?
Hawaii?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Well, that kind of explains a lot.
Like, well, California as well.
Yeah. Hey, give me just a second.
All right. 1 second up. Yeah, Barry. I don't know I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying what people believe. Doesn't mean it's true. But yes, heard about those as well. Definitely think this is a lot of truth in that. And yes, it's next to impossible to find something in Metro Atlanta. Unbelievable. Never thought I'd see a time like that. And we just may be in for a real bumpy ride um, with these things that are going on, and with the tariffs and everything. We hope not, but that's the way it goes. We're just kind of stuck. All we can do is try to navigate our lives and hope for the best, pray. But I can tell you that companies are getting a little bit concerned, and I've seen some tightening of the belt, even more so just recently, because it is starting to have an effect on the bottom line and of some companies. So we're starting to see some of that. We need to, just like I said, hang on, because even the president said it could be a bumpy ride for a few months. And this he had to take a phone call. He'll be right back. I'll have him. He should give him a second. His second's up, but he'll be right back. He had a phone call. Uh, yes, Barry. Uh, absolutely. I think we have to think optimistically, but it's still difficult when you think about those things happening. I wanted to try to real quick. Let me see if I can get this up here. Da da da. Somewhere. There we go. Let me load this up. This is the gentleman that we're talking about that we'll have the interview with. I just pulled this off the campaign page. Again, all this just got really arranged since, what was that, Wednesday night? I was talking to him. Monday night, Wednesday night, whatever it was. Well, I'm not sure about the sales, but I know things are pretty tight right now, and that is that causes some adjustments to be made in budgets. The real again, I know maintenance was it Monday night? Yeah, maintenance spend is it's difficult right now. You think of parts and some of those things come in from overseas, and that can be very difficult. So, but here we go. There is the young man. He will be with us on the 25th for an hour live on Front Porch. Probably the first hour, I'm sure. From the great state of Texas. And again, we just don't cover Georgia. We've always said we'll cover any race, anywhere, anytime, any story, any place, anytime. Doesn't matter to us. We're close. We're obviously in Georgia, but we will cover. And this is especially in politics. This is a big seat. So we'll see what happens. But got a nice website. Got some good merch items. His main focus is America First, Second Amendment, border security, and energy independence. Doesn't mean that's all, but that's the issues that he put. Nice looking family, but we'll let him tell his story when he comes on. And may have to order me a hat. I like him hats. He's got a good looking. Got some good things going on. Got some good merch items. So we will see what happens with that. But I had his media guy had alerted, had put out a call for podcasters to bring him on, and I just said, "Yeah, what you got? Let's go." And if I don't know that he would, but in fairness and equal play, if John Cornyn wants the time, he can get it. Well, yeah, they do. Well, I don't know. Some people do wear cowboy hats. Some people do in Georgia, but not like they do in Texas. So, you like a good cowboy hat? You ever had one? I mean, a good one? I did some, War Between the States reenacting, Barry, and you go, yeah, he's young. He's married with 2 kids. He's old enough to. He's old enough there. We'll wait till he gets here and tell the story. But you're welcome to go read it at his site. But I like those Dirty Billy hats, man, out of Gettysburg. Nice. There was a hat that I bought. I think somebody stole it from me. I bought this hat one time at a reenactment. I got a great price on it. And it might have been Dirty Billy's. I can't remember. I don't think it was Dirty Billy's. I think it was another hat. I think it was another hat that I bought. It wasn't a full-on cowboy. It was of the time. It was a period hat of that time frame. And I loved it. It just fit great. Had a great feel to it. And that thing came up missing. I never saw it again. I think somebody stole it from me. Unfortunately. I think it was one of the kids' friends or something that just come up missing. They was, it happens, unfortunately. But I looked for that hat company. I remember their name. I never could catch up with them. They were more, at that time, they were more doing sales at events and not so much on the internet, although they might have done some of that. And I just never could find it again. Now I've got another hat. It's a little bit bigger. I have to wear it one night. It is black as well. Yeah, cowboy hats are nice. I like cowboy hats. Now, some of them look bad. The key to a hat, cowboy hat, any hat, it's got to look right on you. Some hats don't look right on some people. Proportion, size, color, how it sits on their head. Um, you had a canteen stolen. Those things are expensive, man. All those stuff, and it's just ridiculous, man. Bunch of thieves, man. Can't stand thieves, and they steal your stuff, and you're trying to get your stuff bought up so you can do these events. You got to lock your stuff up. I don't. I never. I was working at it one time. I added to a lot. I still have my main things because there for a while I still did living histories, even when I quit doing battles and stuff. Living histories and/or honor guards and stuff for burial details and stuff. But I hadn't done any of that in quite a while. But I do enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It's not time. Um, then I did where I still dress, but I did uh, worship services on Sunday. Did that too. Um, that was awesome. Been able to do that on national battlefield. That's pretty cool. What a blessing. Um, yeah, man. People steal your stuff. That stuff ain't cheap. For me to get, and I had a lot of help, and I did it and this was a long time ago. But all in all, probably when I added it all up, and this was minimum to get started in reenacting was about $1,200. Biggest cost obviously was the weapon, but every little thing it just adds up. $100 here, $100 here, 130 here, and sometimes that you buy used stuff that's nice but used. Some things made for you, but it's all a cost. But about $1,200. It's easy to sink a lot of money into hobbies. A lot of money. And if you're doing it as a family, it's wow. Better be good at making your own stuff. That's all I got to say. Because you think about the cost of the materials and who makes it, and uh, you may have to have it shipped. You may have to go where they are. Materials can be, I found some pretty good people that were doing it for the cheap, and some were just they weren't trying to make money on it. They were just helping. So I come out pretty good. I think my first battle, I probably it wasn't 1,200 when I first started the first battle just to see if I wanted to do it. But yes, he is, Steve. Yes, he is. So it's probably his banker calling. Got to count his money again. That's what my dad would always say. We're just over here counting all this money we got that, that obviously we didn't have. Hope you had a good day at work, Miss Elizabeth. Hope you had a good day, Miss Janet, whoever. Good day at work. Hope it went well. Happy Friday night. It's good to be here. Weekend programming. We will have a Southern Fried Mag in the morning. Probably have a late show tonight. He's twirling his hair going, no, you hang up first. No, you hang up. I'm no hang up first. You got to hang up. I'm hearing that John Ossoff is running for Senate again. Impossible that Brian Kemp is running against it. Impossible. Uh, I'm sure he is. I wouldn't be surprised that, and I think you mentioned it about the other one stepping up to run for governor. Georgia politics. Me neither. No, me neither. I have contacted both of them. Of course, you don't get, people do that all the time. You don't get a personal call back. Sometimes you just get the stock answer. We appreciate your opinions, Then we, but this case they actually sent back an attack. It probably was a stock answer, but they addressed the issue and said, basically, regardless of how you feel, I feel strongly about this issue this way, and I ain't changing jack. Paraphrase, pretty much what it said. Didn't like the response. I was supposed to go on last Saturday night. He didn't have my email. We got kind of delayed. Then he asked me what days was best, and really, honestly, for me, Tuesday or Thursday after our show. Tuesday is free. Tuesday's probably is really the best day. But I haven't heard back. He said he would get me in. He's got my email now. I emailed him. So probably what will happen is I will show up in the live and just post, and he's probably going to invite me up. Yeah, it's cool. Appreciate you though, Killer Carl. Appreciate him being awful nice to invite me up. I watched the whole show last Saturday night, and they had quite a few up on stage, so I didn't. Even though I waited to send my email till later. I figured he would probably invite, but there was already 5 people up there, and so yeah, the infield rappers are expensive. Programs are too. Actually, there's some a little higher than the infield, man. The Springfields, that some units were allowed to carry and reenacting, the Springfields and the what's the sharpshooter? That one is real high too, but the infields were the most what people used because that's mostly what the soldiers had. So yeah, Steve, we'll be hopefully going up. I'm looking forward to it. Love their show. Love what they do. Steve's been in here talking about you twirling your hair on the phone. Hello.
Thank you for welcoming me back here, Miss Janet. I got a special program that I'm working up, and that was my callback I've been waiting on. So I got one more callback that I'm waiting on Sunday. Hopefully, be able to announce it on Monday. But it looks like it's a go. Get some wrestling on here. Well, are we going to invite Steve up? Let's go ahead and.
This is totally your deal. Don't say
let's
we.
Invite Steve up here.
This is Rob.
Okay. All right. Where I got to go to invite? Let's get him up here. Go ahead and hot dog head.
Well, that's
huh?
Because if you go back in the chat and you look at Steve's first post, hot dog head.
Well, you got to call me hot dog head.
And then Elizabeth just said hot dog head. I love it. You could drive the Oscar Mayer Wiener car. That could be a job for you, driving the hot dog around, taking pictures, promotion.
I better let me get on the lawnmower. Come on, drive.
Get Uncle Jeb to drive for you. You just ride.
I ain't riding with him. I guarantee you that. He'd be trying to eat that thing.
By the way, folks, while Rob is working on that, there is a new show that's going to be coming soon. It's very early in the processes, but this is the new show. It will be recorded and weekly. That is the plan. And there's already music for it. And here is the show. The Jub and Bubba show is coming soon.
I'm quite sure JJ will be in on that too.
Overlays and backgrounds already made. Song is already uploaded into the site. That will happen hopefully next week. Time to be determined. Not sure what night or time, but we will get ready. The song is cute. You were a part owner of a 12-pound Napoleon. I had to chip in for the trailer to haul it. Those things ain't cheap. There's a guy here in town that makes some pretty good cannon. He's got a couple sitting in his yard. He makes them. I don't know. They're not 12-pounders. I think this was bigger. But a few people have bought them. I don't know that I'm not sure if they're used to be used in reenactments, but I mean, he went by the scale and everything, so I guess he's still doing it. With him for about, oh yeah, man, that stuff's hot, man. You get in those artillery units. I mean, they have a fun time, but that's a you got to have a what is it, 3 or 4 men to even operate one. They usually use tents. They're rolling in with some nice rigs, but they have a lot of fun. They camp easier than some of us infantry. Slept on the ground. They called us hardcore. You're hardcore.
Huh.
Yeah, we just had the ground cloth and a blanket and roll up the. You had another cover that usually could roll up under your head, and you slept on the ground, no matter what the
I don't
weather
like
was.
sleeping on the ground anymore. Let me go ahead and put it this way. Y'all would get me out there unless there was a big old air mattress or a motel room involved. I ain't sleeping on the floor no more.
That's
Oh,
far, right? That's Farby. That's what they would tell you. Yeah,
that's what?
6,000 artillery and supplies.
I ain't doing that. I'd wake up the next day and my back would be done.
Well, it's
No,
not
no.
easy, but it can be done.
It can be, but not by me. Well, it ain't gonna be. Let me put it that way. It
Where's your sense of adventure?
ain't there.
We
It
camped
ain't
up.
gonna be laid on the ground.
Appreciate everybody being here. A lot of folks coming in now. We appreciate it. We camped up up above Strawberry Plains, the reenactment up there. And let me tell you that it was a nice little reenactment. We had a good time there. They treated us great, but we slept up there. We had some old boys from Tunnel Hill that come up there in their tents, and they had heaters and carpets and cots and all this stuff. They said, "Hey, where's your gear at? We'll help you. We'll help you get it put up." And we said, "It's on my back." They said, "Your back? Oh, you're sleeping on the ground?" I said, "Yeah, man. I just got cold at night." They said, "You're gonna freeze to death." Nah. And we just got around there. We just circled around that fire. Me and my friend, we'd wake up throughout the night and stoke the fire. And they said, "My God, you guys are hardcore." And but about 4 in the morning, them little heaters they had run out of fuel. Next thing I hear them. They were all around us trying to get warm off that fire.
Well, like you told them, y'all should snuggle together and share body heat.
It was cold that night up there in them hills. It's called the Battle of Blue Springs. And let me tell you, it was a fun event, but it was cold that night.
I can't believe he called me hot dog head. I'm still on that.
That came
He
up.
didn't call me that.
That's been up there before. You got called that a long time ago. I don't remember who started that.
Well, it's gotta be hot dog head.
Somebody called you hot dog head one night. I don't remember who.
I think it's Steve. Steve's nicer than that. Was that Miss Elizabeth saying I look young? I'm pretty sure it was.
No, not about you.
Oh, I don't look young.
This fellow right here.
Oh,
This is our candidate that's running for the
yes.
state of Texas. And no, Rob, you don't look that young.
I do too.
Neither do I. I hate to tell you this, Rob, but that right there, clickbait.
Yeah. You don't quit messing up my pictures. Yeah, just the way I want it. And you throw that up there and mess it all up again.
All right, I won't do it. You drive.
No, I'm done driving. I'm waiting on Steve. Been waiting for years on this. Well, maybe not years, but it feels like it has been. And then he called me hot dog head. Sent him a present. Then he calls me hot dog head. Well, he might be showing how to keep a bald-headed guy in suspense. He'll open it tomorrow. But no, that was Jim McCollum there about setting up some. We're gonna try and get some old school wrestling going on here every once in a while. See what we can do with that. Definitely got. We're hoping to have a benefit coming up, so that might be as early as next Saturday. So we're gonna see. Yeah, and that'll make me go. Hmm. Well, you go. All right. So while we're waiting on Steve, Barry said I had a little tent cot, other supplies. I used to sleep on the ground, and sometimes it was probably hard or cold
Did
or
it,
lumpy.
did it many times, many times.
Hmm.
Just gotta make
No,
sure you're not sleeping on top of a root or a rock or somebody else's shoe or something. If it's raining, you got a little tent fly you put up, and you just make it go. And so yeah, but every once in a while, sometimes you were on areas where they battled, but it wasn't part of a national park. But there are times we did get to sleep on national battlefields, and that pretty amazing, pretty amazing.
you sleep
Love
the same place that the other soldiers that where the soldiers slept or
and
died.
like I said, the highest honor I had was to be able to preach on the Chickamauga National Battlefield on a Sunday morning to the soldiers.
Oh, wow.
That was cool. That was a blessing.
Mm.
And the historian for the park actually came and listened. He really got fired up. He was at the battle of yeah, I got you, brother. I got you.
Good God.
What? You've had a long
Oh,
day.
nothing. It's just technology being annoying.
Yeah, it's supposed
It's one
to
of
be.
those things. It's one of those things where it's like you try to log in and you try like 8 different passwords.
I know.
Yeah.
The first one is your most common one that you always use, and you say, "Oh my God, fuck, forget it. Just change my password." And it says, "Okay, what do you want your new password to be?" You type in the first password you try, and it says, "Sorry, you can't use the same password you have."
I know, man. I know.
That's the way
Like
it works.
I'm pretty sure they do this to sell blood pressure meds.
They do.
Like I think the companies that make blood pressure meds actually have controlling stock in Facebook.
That would make sense.
And
Yeah.
it
They're
usually
like, "Oh, we're
happens.
gonna get people riled up."
It usually happens when you're trying to do a podcast too.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes. Okay. And we got
that's better.
a
All right, let me go.
we're here in this area on Tuesday, April the 1st. They are having a I thought that was something else. Never mind. I'm sorry. This wasn't what I thought it was. I'm sorry. I thought it was the no monkey farm thing, and it's not. So
Yeah, brother, I
All right.
understand. I understand.
duct tape pinata time. Now, did I get
Yeah,
enough?
give me a second.
Open, did it?
I forgot to do this. I had to get the Pam Bondi redaction wand here for a second, just to protect. Just to protect. Let me Epstein client list the crap out of this thing first, because I wanted to show everybody. Oh, I missed a spot. The FBI is never going to hire me now. Yeah.
got it open. All right.
No, I'm just scratching off it because I
Before
just
you
wanted to
open the
show off
lid,
your.
before you open the lid, Steve, I just want you to think about this.
That's good enough.
This is a dude that sent a dude this package.
I know. I'm waiting for a glitter bomb and lingerie, but you know what? It is what it is.
I don't know what to make of it, but just want to say.
So lady, let me double check, make sure that I got all the information. Well, except for his, I don't care about his address. Everybody can see that. Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, we're good. So this is the duct tape pin. Yeah, look at this atrocity of shipping. Good God, Rob.
I didn't want it to come open.
Dude, I saw, like I said, you could toss this thing. You could launch this thing out of a trebuchet into the engine of a Boeing 747. It ain't opening.
Well,
No.
I didn't want it to open and then, to have our addresses on it, and people be like,
All right, let's see what the dude. When I was pulling in. Oh, you know what? I guess I'll go with the one side that has one strip and not 50 strips.
oh, that's the bottom.
Dude, I was pulling into the driveway. I don't care. I'll get my secret decoder ring first, then I guess. I was pulling into my driveway. I saw this thing halfway up my driveway, and first thing I said out loud was, "Good God, Rob!" Because I saw the duct tape.
We're opening from the bottom, so There's two things in there.
Y'all, let me. Okay, I got this bag here, so it's like I got more to open. But the first thing I see in there,
you got to pull it out.
Oh, good God, man! I have to. The fact that you think that my gigantic backside would ever be able.
Now, you said you'd punish us by wearing whatever I sent. If I sent something like
I rescind my previous statement.
you can wear it for a headband.
And then, now what? Hey, coming, Jesus Christ. Oh, is it backwards? Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that didn't help. Settings, camera. Oh, boy, they make this about as clear. There we go. Wait. Mirror? Yeah. Now you can see. Line it up right.
I like my Forge, but I love my Easy Bake Oven. Celtic Blacksmith, Pathfind Forge.
In pink? Question mark? I can't even tell in this lighting.
Yeah, it's pink.
It's the peachiest pink I ever did see. Yeah. Rob, you suck.
Are you gonna put it on?
I ain't gonna put it on.
You gotta put it on, dude.
I'm putting it on over my shirt. I got a thing. Well, wait.
Here's the deal, Steve. Here's the deal. You're not alone here.
Wait, why am I not alone?
Oh, you'll see.
Sweet.
You'll never forget this moment. Unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure I already wasn't going to forget it. I mean, I have. You know what the? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. All right, I'll throw this over my current shirt, I guess. I don't like throwing on brand new shirts from countries with more than 3 syllables. That's how you get something funky going on.
Now we look just alike.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Start.
Better.
Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Close enough.
Yeah.
We got this.
Oh, no, I can't.
There you go.
What have you done to me? Now, Rob,
What?
this is like radioactive, man.
Well, look. There's a.
Because it's not like I could. It's not like I could throw it away. What if the
No.
trash man sees this?
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna have the cops showing up searching my friggin' basement.
You got to keep it. You can hang it up out there in your workshop.
Oh, there ain't no way.
That's not getting hung up. I'm not hanging that up in my workshop.
It might get,
That'll bring up more questions.
it might get burnt in the easy bake, but it ain't going to be hung up.
Oh yeah, I might just strap it to the door of my Porch. I came this close to calling it my easy bake. There's old Chuckles over there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Look, somebody that our
I'm almost
company ordered that, and it wouldn't fit on her arm, so, and it was still here. It's brand new, so I just thought that. And then you said something about if you send me lingerie, I thought, So I had.
Yeah, I'm not wearing that.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not wearing that. Despite your deepest desires, I'm not wearing that.
Thank you.
You win on this one.
Look at that. Good looking shirt. Yep. That get a size code good enough for you to wear? Is it close?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You can wear that on your blacksmithing show if you want to.
Actually, you know what? I think this might even cover up. Yeah, this would probably cover up my my firearm.
All right. So good one. Somewhat.
You waited this long for this.
I did.
Somewhere I hear Elton John singing, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?"
Yeah. Can you see my tongue bleeding yet from biting it?
Look at that.
I have to somehow squeak a thank you through gritted teeth. Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome. Yeah, I dish them out, but I take them back just as well. So I'm just saying.
Now I got to figure out what to send you.
See, that's the scary part. See, when you start this, it doesn't stop. You know, I remember George Clooney talking about doing different things to people, and on I think it was Matt Damon's or somebody's car, he put a bumper sticker with a big pot leaf that said "Cops suck."
Yeah. My nephew got me with a student driver sticker on the tailgate of my truck for like 2 weeks. I didn't see it for 2 weeks.
Oh,
see, that's driving around with this. I was wondering why I was getting looks. And then at work, and then at my last job, we had one of the big rolls of saran wrap, and so a buddy of mine's Chevy Blazer, we wrapped his entire Blazer up in that saran wrap stuff from shipping. We went underneath and everything.
We had a supervisor. I used to work the same place Dave does, and it was called by a different name, but we had a supervisor there, our department head, and he intentionally parked his Jeep behind the building because we were fixing to shut down for Christmas. And he was like, one of the other supervisors came through and said, he parked his Jeep around back so y'all wouldn't mess with it. Here's the keys. Oh, it got shrink wrap filled up with those styrofoam peanuts. They said when he went out there, he was just
All right, Rob. For all that, you have got to do this right now. You've got to do the promo for his show. So go.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Look, Half Pine Forge. It's awesome. Y'all need to go check out his store. Everything. Steve does a great show on there. He does such a great show. We had to send him a special work shirt just for him to work in on the show. And I'm quite sure he'll probably be debuting it on his next show so everybody can see it. Whatever you do, don't make fun of the size of his forge. And, it's amazing. It gets plenty hot. He's got a huge light bulb in that thing. It does great. No, he's a good friend of our show. We're a friend of his. And, we give each other a hard time and at times. But it's all in fun. And Steve, we love you, brother. Hey, y'all check out Half Pine Forge and
buy something from his store.
Yeah.
Like the dinner bell.
Yeah, I got a. There you go. I got something coming up soon. I got something new coming up soon that is in that same category of
and here's the other part
of decorative porch accoutrement that
I gotta give you credit. You didn't have to put all those twists in there. That was nice that you did that.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take?
Well, I mean, nobody wants the twist, just the twist.
I mean, this part, the whole thing. How long did it take you to make
the whole thing? I needed a heat to flatten out the curl, another heat to curl it over, another heat for the twist, another heat to taper the end. So I think all in all, the beater took about 20 minutes. No, probably 10 to 15 minutes.
Very nice.
You're making a porch accoutrement? Just
the beater.
So you're actually making a porch accoutrement? Something to decorate porch with or stuff like that?
Accoutrement. It's French for, I don't know, crap or something.
Well, it's like decorate. I'm actually having a porch built, dude. So that's why I'm asking.
No, what I mean is like the stuff that you would typically decorate your porch with.
Okay.
Like the dinner bell. Dinner bell something you put out on your porch. Actually, that's probably the coolest place to hang it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got something coming up real soon. I got to figure out. So I already got a fixture made. I got a fixture made up now to make the pieces. I just have to make a fixture to hold it all into place while I weld everything together, because it's going to be there's not going to be a whole lot of blacksmithing going on. This is going to be more so a welding product.
Okay.
Hey, what if you made like something that would, go against like the post, come out, had the hook on it to hang like a lantern on it? Have you ever made something like that? Or a plant.
Like a plant hanger of some sort?
No. Uh-oh. He's got you right there. Go ahead, Jim.
You talking about something like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
almost exactly like that, right?
I haven't seen that in the store. Is that new?
Yeah, this is in the store.
Okay.
The last time this is the exact one that the listing has pictures of. The problem is it's such an awkward shape. To get it all in the shot, the first picture is short and long.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a thin banner of a picture for the thumbnail. But once you open up the link, once you open it up and you look at the actual listing, you can see other pictures of it.
I don't know if you'll sell air, but how much is it if you don't care, or about? Or what's it listed for the store? I'll buy that.
Yeah, I believe those are $34.99.
Okay.
Well, let me. F54. All I have to do is type in H in my browser and it fills it out for me.
Because that would be awesome for like your hanging plants and stuff like that. That would be.
It ain't going nowhere.
No.
Yeah, that are $34.99. Comes out, and I'm not even going to read the description. I'll just measure it up because I can't. I want to read the whole paragraph just to. So the way I designed this, by the way, I designed it to fit in those bubble envelopes along with a dinner triangle and the beater, so it all fits in there just fine. Looks like the hanging spot itself is about 9 inches. Sorry, 9.5 inches, I should say.
Okay.
From the wall that you were hanging it from. So that's you figure the radius of a pot, if it's a hanging pot,
Yeah.
that would be like an 18-inch
biggest size
pot, which is pretty ridiculous. So this thing it'll cover pretty much everything. 2 mounting holes instead of just the one. So I mean, it's 3/8 bar stock. I'm not sure how much this thing would hold, but I'm pretty sure you could at least hang a toddler on.
Yeah.
just like 2 small sugared up toddlers that are like flailing. I'm pretty sure they'll hang from there before it'll start to bow.
You can like tie a rope around each foot and just hang them on it by their feet and watch them go at it.
Well, I have no real way of testing this stuff until I get my hands on some junk 4x4. So I want to make a rig so that I can hang some weights off of some of this stuff. Not so I could test when it'll break, but so that I can grab, a chain on there with some weights and tug on it and rough it up and say with confidence, yes, I hung 100 pounds off of this or whatever, and it was just fine.
Yeah, nice.
So I want to be able to say that, but being that long, but yeah, like a pot though.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's 18 inches. I don't think most hanging plants are in pots that big anyway. So,
no. I have a question for another item for you.
What's that?
Like a flat piece with a screw hole top and bottom, with a flag holder mounted to it, like a decorative piece for it to mount to, where you put your like flagpole in to hang on your porch.
So I don't have. I do have. Well, I don't actually have them. I made 4 of them up for my nephew and his now wife for their wedding gift. I had these back plates for some robe hooks that I made up for them, and it was, if you could picture 1/8 inch thick steel, 1.5 inches wide by about 4 inches tall, with a fleur-de-lis on the top and bottom. I don't know if you know what a fleur-de-lis is.
Yeah.
So I had one of those on the top and the bottom. That would probably be the hard part, is just getting that fleur-de-lis, because it was not it was more of an ankle grinder adventure than anything.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. That might be a little ways down the road. But yeah, I mean, I could always think up something.
Yeah, I just thought that would be something really neat to sell too. I mean, that would be a fleur-de-lis, and maybe maybe some type of tube metal welded to it, so it would. You have a place for it to slide in. That would be pretty awesome.
Roy, you cannot.
Well,
you can't get that at Home Depot. You cannot. You cannot.
No, you can't.
For one reason, that at Home Depot it's not going to be that quality. 2 is it didn't come from Half Pine Porch in our fridge. So you can't get that at Home Depot. You can get something like it. It won't be as good.
You can get you a good piece of Chinesium.
Yeah,
there at Home
That's
Depot.
exactly what it is.
Yeah,
yeah. Those ones from Home Depot. Those things are just they're pressed over in China, by a 6-year-old earning his bowl of Cocoa Puffs for the week or whatever they pay them, and it's made out of tubular steel, or if it's steel at all. Half the time it's like aluminum or something. And it's usually spot welded onto a plate or something. So yeah, to find something like that, Home Depot going to carry something.
No.
Not anything halfway decent.
It's not going to last, and it's not going to hold the weight, and it's going to be a piece of junk.
And with the
Just
tariffs,
like everything else on
with the
there.
tariffs that are going on, that $11 is going to turn into $22.
Yeah. So you might as well spend
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, when
something's gonna last.
when you buy your fourth one in a year, you can come on back and let me know. It's a little something we like to call buy once, cry once. And at $35, it's like, come on.
Yeah. He had mates.
That's not. Yeah.
And it'll be there when your great grandfather or great
Ain't that the truth?
still.
child.
I've got. My parents have a handful of things laying around that they just picked up at yard sales and stuff, and they're hand forged from forever ago, or at least drop forged, and there's that stuff is still around. I mean, this is stuff that I grew up. I was a toddler around this stuff, and at that point in my life, it was already 50 years old, and they're still using stuff like that today.
Yeah.
It didn't come from Home Depot though.
Well, Roy, go ahead and get you about 10 of them. When they all wear out over the next year or two, I'll Steve, and he'll make you a real one. You get them little tiny, easy pieces of junk if you want to. But what Steve's making, handcrafting, is something that can actually be an heirloom for your home. You could pass it on to your children and your children's children and your children's children's children. Although, from the comments that you're making, hopefully you've had a vasectomy and you're not going to be contributing to the delinquency of the gene pool any longer.
Rob, my God.
We call that.
What the heck?
We call that a Darwin Award.
Did that come out? I'm sorry.
Yeah. What the heck?
That didn't sound near as mean in my head.
He's sticking to the Pinkies Club. He's making sure to look out for his fellow pink lady.
That's right. That's right.
Isn't that what they called themselves in Greece? Yeah. The pink ladies?
The pink ladies. I'm not sure it looks a lot more pink than yours does. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's a lighting thing. Okay. It's my living room is reminiscent of like a cigar lodge.
It's okay.
Very, very dark, earthy tones.
I like dark earthy tones. Kind of like my kitchen.
Yeah, this place. My pseudo little sister stepped one foot in this house, and she's first thing out of her mouth was, "This place needs a woman's touch." No, it doesn't. This whole place.
Seat down, didn't she?
Man cave.
I can't remember if she did or not, but yeah, from the basement to the second floor, man cave. It's 3 man caves stacked on top of each other.
That's kind of like my place. It's slowly but surely turning into a huge man cave.
With an auxiliary man cave in the shop.
Yes.
Well, I guess
just in case I get bored with these 3.
Yeah.
No, I've got dead center in my basement. I've got a woodworking bench, and then alongside it, I got a general take care of stuff, fiddle with stuff like electronics and tractor parts and stuff bench, automotive parts bench, whatever. On the other side of the basement, I got a leather working bench. In a room, in one of the offshoot rooms, I've got a reloading bench for firearm maintenance.
Oh.
So yeah, it's I got man caves on man caves on man caves.
Hey, I love my woodcrafting, and I'm soon to get started back into that because I've got my hooks and I got at least a shelf I got to build, but I can't make up my mind if I want to use the wood that I currently have or if I want to go out and get some specialty wood and stuff like that. I like working with like curly cherry and some of the more fancy type woods. I will never, ever, ever, ever work with purple heartwood again. I did it once. Never do it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed with Purple Heart myself. The guy that I bought my more expensive hammers from not too long ago. Oh God, I wish I could remember his name. Brandon Deering. Whew, almost let that one slip. Well, no, I mean, being a fellow blacksmith, I like to at least get his name out there. Younger cat out in Missouri makes these hammers, but he makes them usually. I don't know if I know Dave did. I don't know if you saw my video on how to properly hang a hammerhead.
Yes, that was good.
But you use those steel wedges. Well, when I bought my first hammer from him, first thing I noticed was there were no steel wedges. It was nothing but wood. It was only one wood wedge in the middle, and I thought, uh-oh. I was like, I'm putting my life in your hands here, Brandon. Don't you let me down here, boy. And he said, no, with Purple Heart, you don't even need it. Purple Heart is so ridiculously strong. I'm like, and I haven't seen it even slip.
Look, man, that stupid Purple Heart is so hard. I like to work. I like to start with rough cut when I can. Okay, rough cut lumber and sand it down and get the figure and stuff like that. And I like bringing.
Keep talking. I can hear
you. Man, doing that with Purple Heart was like sanding a stupid rock. I mean, that stuff is hard, dude. Here I'm
yeah, it's almost like petrified wood.
Yeah, and is your handle actually purple?
No, it's just the wedge is Purple Heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I baked mine when I used it. I put it in the oven at like 300 degrees for like 45 minutes and pulled that sap out of it. Man, it turned the most awesome shade of purple you have ever seen. The whole piece did. And it was cool. It really brought out, and then I varnished it. And it turned out really good. So, yeah, Purple Heart, I'll never do it again. That was cool, but I'll never do it again. I've done it once.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, purple's not my color, but you know.
Well, I mean,
it'd be cool if it was like a layered piece or maybe like inlays or something.
Yeah, but it's not like a purple. You know, it's like a deep, rich purple. It's not like kind of hard to describe. I don't have any on hand. But yeah, it's nice. You would like it. I think it looks very manly. Nice. So
to answer Homeboy's question, Lucas gun oil, and then I was trying this other stuff. Now I can't. Shooter's Lube is the other one. It's one of those Facebook ad ones that I found floating around one day.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, Lucas is my shit, and then Hops makes a good CLP that I use in a pinch, but I'll use that on the range when I'm at competitions or something. I need a little extra.
Yeah.
Slide, slippity slide like Polly Shore.
Yeah.
Weasel.
I will. Now, y'all can see my little Chinese dinner bell back here.
Yeah, that one's a Home Depot special right there.
Yeah. So, Roy, I'm trying to think of the right way to put this.
Don't be too hard on them. Most people think that way. They'll buy the disposable crap over the stuff that it's a numbers game. But
I got
you. Yeah. Some people like quality. Some people are okay with dollar store crap. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to get you one day eventually. We're all gonna have to get together. Me, you, Dave. We're gonna have to pull Miss Elizabeth. We gotta pull everybody together one day. We're gonna have to do it. If it's just for an afternoon, because we're gonna be traveling. We're gonna do it. And we get up that way, or if you make it down this, you may decide you want to go to the Redneck Riviera.
If I can make it, man, I got so many things. So being a blacksmith is expensive, Rob. I'm gonna start with that. There are so many things. Like, so I'm trying so hard to get my hands on a forging press, and I want to just spring for a new one, but that's a good $12,000 right there.
Yeah.
If I could pull that off, I could reduce my prices across the board by 20%, easy.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't go making grandiose promises like that, because there's some stuff that's still going to take the same amount of time, just less effort. but I can still reduce prices left and right. I can create more products that I couldn't with a hammer over an anvil, because now it would unlock way more force. It's such a force multiplier. I can move steel way faster that way
Right.
in certain ways. I just, the business is not guaranteed to be there, so I can't just take out a loan on something like that and then
Right.
take a bite on it when the sales don't reflect it. So this summer, when I'm doing this booth every week in a neighboring town, when I do that flea market thing, I'm going to get a good grip on a good feel for it, get my ear down on the tracks and see what the market's like in my local area,
Yeah.
and try to go from there. And like I said before in the last, what was that? When was I here last time? Wednesday, Monday,
I think it was
one of those days. When I was here Wednesday, though, it was like I told you. Oh, no, I lost it.
At your neighboring town with the booth.
Neighboring town, flea market, booth,
Getting a
getting a
feel
grip.
for-
Oh, now I remember. Like I said in the last stream, though, it's a matter of marketing. I have to get my butt into gear and start actually marketing, because right now I've been trickling things in. Like I'll do a couple orders, and then I'll maybe squeak out one tiny little promotional post, and then I'll stop and put my hands back. And then I'll squeak out one tiny little promotional post, and I'll stop. I'll put my hands back. And then when I get a couple more orders, I just flatline the promotional stuff for like a couple of weeks, because it's like I don't want to get overwhelmed and people end up without their orders. I'm trying to focus on putting the few customers I am getting in right now first. But I got to just buckle down and just.
Well, look,
I got to just.
I don't know how
pull
long
the
it
pin.
takes to make these hooks, but for what I want to use them for, these are. I'm getting in front of the thing there. These are perfect, and they come stamped with the half-time Porch. He put his mark on them. But I mean, look at yeah, it's only got one hole, but I mean, it's going up on a hat rack basically with a shelf.
Mhm.
These will hang underneath. They will hang their hats or their coat or wherever they want to hang there, and just right behind the door, But when the door's closed, which it usually is, it'd be something nice to look at there. And if you're woodworking and stuff, a simple hook like that goes a long way, and they're used a lot. So, I mean, and I like the fact that they're not all just exactly alike. They all have their own individual flavor to them, and I like that.
Now there are some things that were very important. The height of them is all going to be the same
Right.
as far as where the shoulder starts. Now that flattened platform, if you will, that's going to be taller and shorter by plus or minus 1/8 inch or so, depending on how flat it was. But where the shoulder starts into that little platform, that should be at the same height every time. And the diameter of that curl of the main, J formation, that's going to be precise to within at least a 1/16 of an inch every time, depending on something so small as just falling on the ground while it was still hot, and that closed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff like that will change it ever so slightly. But I did make sure to keep the diameter as close as possible, just in case somebody wanted them as like a curtain rod type of thing.
Yeah.
That way they know that curtain rod will fit. Like
Absolutely.
so that's the part that I made a fixture to replicate. And
Okay.
the penny scroll at the end is all handmade every time.
Wow. You see, that's just awesome for me. And and it's something because your kids always, if you do woodworking and stuff and you make something simple, but you build it to last and you build it the right way, you put your time and effort into it, your children will want it one day, or somebody in your family will want it, and adding stuff like this to it, it just gives it more character and the whole 9 yards. and it's all handcrafted. May not have all been handcrafted by you, but it's all handcrafted. So I mean, that's if you're going to do it right, you know.
Yeah, if it's on my site as of right now and for the near future, if it's on my website, then it's handcrafted by me, all the way down to the articles or the blog entries, rather.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it one. Roy, knock it off, or I'm going to boot you. I don't like the comments you're putting up, and this is a family-friendly show. Stop. Thank you very much. Some of these I'm going to go ahead and take out real quick. I'm doing something for you I don't normally do. Okay, so Dave had to step away for just a minute, but he'll be right back. So, but yeah, you know, I know I feel your passion on the metalworking, and that is awesome. The blacksmithing, dude. There's so much awesome stuff that goes in with that, and there's no point in me even trying it because while I'm still strong, my back wouldn't last. There ain't no way. And I've watched you work in your forge. There ain't no way.
It's rough. It's rough. So right now I'm looking down the barrel at. I highly doubt it's going to be tomorrow because I got some stuff that I got to do. I got brand new boots in.
Oh,
I got brand new boots in today.
There you go.
So I want to go hiking tomorrow. So that'll chew up a good portion of the day, at least a few hours. So I doubt it's going to be tomorrow. And I'm almost tempted to forego next Friday for as far as the stream goes. Reason being is because I'm thinking about opening up Saturday just for next weekend and just going hog wild for like 4 hours.
There you go.
And just see what happens.
Everybody's got to have time to get out and do something. You know, if it's go hiking,
right?
Spend time. You know, you can't work all the time. You know,
right.
Now, I think it's going to happen, but it looks like, hey, we're going to have a wrestling show.
What?
A wrestling show.
Oh, geez.
What?
There's
a good group of guys down here.
Do you need an outfit?
No. No. I'm not. Look, there's a reason why I retired from wrestling. And since then, the epilepsy set in worse, and I've had triple bypass surgery. Done wrestling. Can't do that. Now, I did make the offer. I could go up and help train. You know, I'm not. I can't do that.
Oh, that's so much better.
If I was to take a body slam right now, I would probably shatter like a piece of glass.
Oh, you'll be fine, you big baby.
And you know what? Nobody would see me out there in old man bikini swim trunks anyway. I could wear a pink shirt though. No,
you can.
But you know, I just think this area right here that I live in and I grew up in has such a heavy wrestling history. I mean, we're right here close to Dothan, Alabama. And so many of these big names out there got their start there in Dothan. And we used to watch wrestling growing up live from the Dothan, Houston County Farm Center. My goodness. Uh-oh. So you make
not
go out there with your blacksmith hammer.
Do they allow that?
Oh yeah. I went out there with a
wait. Hang on. Now, what kind of hammers?
Not that. Probably not that hammer. Probably like the blacksmith hammer. Yeah, not that one.
That's too much of a hammer. Okay, got it. I just wanted to. I had to know where the line was, Bob.
That's past the line. Although I have seen shots fired at a wrestling match. They were blank.
I'm sure you did.
I've been hit with a chair once or twice, as you could probably not surprised by. Uh, uh, but let's see. Well, we've got but I'm excited about that. The first one is a benefit show that we're going to try to get on. But young child here in this area, 3 years old, B cell leukemia, and they're doing a benefit to help them. So we want to do it and put the QR code where people can donate if they want to. But this group that's doing that is mainly doing all benefits. They
What's their group?
Georgia Old School Championship Wrestling, and they are on Facebook. I know, but they do. They're actually they're like us. They're wanting help. And I saw him say, we might be able to pop it in live. I said that would be awesome. He said, well, what do you charge me for that? Nothing. We don't charge for that. Y'all are helping people. We want to help people. That's the thing right there. So, did you find it?
These folks?
Yep, that's it. That's the benefit
Gotcha.
right there. So, bad things happen to good people all the time. And when I see a youngin like that, if you can't get behind supporting a youngin needing and supporting that family, then you can't get behind nothing.
Yeah, it says Briar.
Yeah.
Fundraiser event for 3-year-old Briarly. Jeez.
Yeah, 3 years old.
There was a benefit. I worked a poker run for this benefit a while back for this 9-year-old girl. Doctors were saying that she wasn't going to see 10, and they were right. She didn't last much more than 5-6 months past that. But it was rough. I got to tell you though, man, some of those events though are incredible. This particular little girl, she was lucky enough to have oh god, I think it was her uncle was the vice president of a local motorcycle club.
Right.
And so they started networking with other clubs, and they must have got like 15, 16 clubs together on top of an extra 100 or so free riders.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible. Nothing but there must have been at least 300-400 bikes at this thing.
Wow.
It was
awesome
incredible.
Mm.
And they even got her. She had it might have been her. I think it might have been her dad actually was the VP. But I do know that she had either another uncle or her uncle was the lead singer of a fairly big band in the area too. His band had gone on tour from coast to coast already, and so they did a live concert at this whole thing for the event. It was mind blowing. It was beautiful. This girl was having the time of her life, and it was,
I want to say, my
she got out. She got out of her wheelchair and was dancing around for a little while, and it was cute.
And I hope Briar is there, and I hope he gets to enjoy it. That would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, but yeah, I want to try to get that on there, and I think it's going to work. We're going to try to get the QR code set up so we can just post that right up there. If anybody wants to donate, they'll be able to. We're aiming for that. So that is the aim, and I love seeing benefits, and I love doing benefits, and I like helping people, and that is a Southern thing. It's not just for Southern; it's for that Southern mentality. Help your neighbor, and like to give an example, we had a young man in this area. He was about 6 years old, and he got hit by a car. Gone. And it devastated.
I think I remember you saying something about this.
Well, he loved John Deere tractors.
Yeah.
And all around the community, even now, still, you see green and yellow ribbon. Everybody in the community just about put them up to show their support and share the grief. And that's
Yeah,
that's all.
that's another thing that I'd like to do on more of a on more of the charitable side of things. I'd like to make a small fixture, which really wouldn't be much. It would just be a pin sticking out of it, something for me to shape around. I'd like to make a small jig to make those like how I got a ribbon for everything. I got like a little cancer ribbon and little and it's all the same shape, but they're just different colors. I want to make something that'll form like some maybe half-inch wide, 1/8 inch steel banding or something
Yeah.
into that shape, and then that way, then spray paint them, whatever. But just use not as not as like a profitable thing in the least bit, but something to help out. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I can give money to these things, and that's always nice. But if I could give them something for them to sell or for them to
Oh,
give as a reward to donators,
yeah.
whatever donors. Sorry, donators.
Well, silent auctions generally do real well for donations too, and that could be something that could easily
Mhm.
go for something like that. You know.
Absolutely. On top of other items as well, by the way.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
that might be something we could do on here one day. When we have stuff and we get a little bit further established, and these people like that are going on hard times. I mean, that is financially devastating for that family. Not on, and that's on top of the heartache of having to watch your child go through this. I mean,
right.
my heart just goes out to them. I hate to see that. Uh, and that, like that family over here, and that was between Coffin and Dawsonville. That's right up the road from me. And this is a small town area. Either they're related to you or your best friend. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
I know
it'll
the
do.
areas.
So,
I was raised in an area like that. We had one traffic light and a Dairy Queen too. We were highfalutin.
oh, we've got one traffic light. It goes. No, it actually changes color now. When I was growing up, it went.
Oh, that was the next town over.
Oh,
That town had a blinky blink. Well, now it changes though. Or no, it still blinks. But it's a four-way stop, and it drives us nuts too because one of the roads is a it's a very high traffic area. It's a
right.
it's a highway, and so now we got to stop on that. It drives me nuts.
Uh, and
After,
see,
after
we got a Hardee's in Colquitt after I moved away. I graduated high school in '88 and moved out and went on my marriage. And I was gone for 35 years and I come back. And since I've been back, the has come in, but they've also built a brand spanking new Burger King. We are a
oh man,
fast food restaurant
dude,
town now.
Burger Kings have steadily been going extinct where I'm at. I don't know what's going on.
Well, this one
We've
started
got
off, but
I think we've got, and I'm in a like I mean I'm pretty close to some higher population areas, and I still only got two near me. And when I say near, it's like 20-minute drive.
yeah,
So it's a little bit of a pain, but it's like we had one in my town, and it was the most atrocious hood rat crap you've ever seen.
yeah.
I showed up one night and I was waiting at the drive-through window for my order for 10 solid minutes. I was the only car that I didn't see any cars before me. I had no cars behind me, and the dining room was closed.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm sitting there for 10 minutes. I look in, there's one employee that's nodding out like he was on heroin, and he's at the front counter. His coworker's standing behind him twerking on video. She got her phone out on TikTok or whatever, and she's twerking. And then the other one is just sitting there texting. I'm like, do any of y'all work for your paychecks or you just play?
Yeah, yeah,
It looked like a flop house.
yeah. I believe I know.
Thankfully, they shut that. Thankfully, they shut that place down because it had a reputation as being an absolute cesspool.
Wow. And see, this one here, the one here in Colquitt annoys the snot out of me. You pull up there, okay? You pay for your food. You get up to the window. and they say, "Oh, it's not ready yet. Can you pull up?" And then they have to carry it out there to you. All right, number one, there could be nobody in line behind you. Why are you making me pull up? There's no one behind me. And I know what it is. They got that little timer in there. It tells how long you've been sitting there. And they can't clear it until you pull up. That's what it is. I don't care. They ask me, "Do you pull up?" Nope. I ain't doing it.
Now, I used to work at a Dairy Queen, and it was a tight ship that they ran. It was a really good quality
Right.
one. I know because the rules annoyed me quite often. I wanted to be a slow, lazy worker, but they wouldn't let me. So, so that I had to be a hard worker. But I did. There were a couple of times where I did ask somebody to pull forward, and in that case, we didn't have one of those timers. I just wanted to get them out of the way because their food was going to take longer than the 3 cars behind them.
Yeah.
So that's a different story, though. It all depends on what you could tell by if there's something obvious like a little black box or something next to the window, or if there's that little rectangle of tar on the ground outside of it. Because if it's got one of those, then it's that little magnetic coil that senses when there's a vehicle over top of
it. Yep. Or if it's got that little black box, it's got what the little infrared thing that shoots out. Yeah. Yeah. Believe it or not, years and years ago, I actually worked at a Taco
Bell. Is there what's going on with Dave, man? Where's he at?
He's got a lot of stuff going on, and he probably just had to walk away for a little bit. He's got a lot of issues going on right now. Give some grace there. He's got some family matters, so it'll be fine.
Gotcha.
We got this.
Yeah, I was wondering. I figured the bad cold weather slow Wi-Fi was going to be chilling out here now that things are getting warmer.
Yeah, but just for the record, guys, Rob's about got his gardening. He's going to be working hard on it over the next week or two. Yeah, y'all still got snow up there?
We do not right now. Actually, well, like I said, I'm going to go hiking tomorrow. It's supposed to be 69 degrees and overcast tomorrow. It's going to be nice.
Oh, it's going to be up in the 80s here. I don't know how far up in the 80s, but y'all not even cutting grass yet, are
you? My neighbor was the other night, making the rest of us look bad.
3 times already.
You cut your grass 3 times?
Yeah.
Great. Googa Mooga. You know what? I don't know how to save this, so I'm just going to bookmark it.
Yeah. And when
I don't want to lose this page.
My uncle's got a couple acres that I mow. And I've got about 3.5, 4 that I mow. I mow grass, Bubba.
Yeah. Oh, I know the feeling. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. Luckily, I got it down to a science. It takes me, I mean, it still takes a while. It takes me about 4 hours to get my whole yard done. But
I've got a 54-inch zero turn. And
I have.
It
the hell do I have? I think mine's just a regular, just a little Troy built, plain riding mower. But I think it's a 40 something inch, 42 inch deck. I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, I had a little John Deere that was like that, 42 inch.
I want a zero turn. I got trees all over the place around here. I need to dodge. A zero turn would work for me, but it's
Yeah. They cost a little more, but I tell you what, that thing runs about 7 miles an hour. It doesn't sound.
Dude, I had
cutting grass. That's moving.
So my neighbor's got one of those, and then his neighbor on the other side is a retired fella. This dude, I swear to God, I think he likes mowing lawns. Like, this seems to be fun for him. So they have a deal set up where he can use my neighbor's mower as long as he mows my neighbor's yard, and he has to take care of the mower. So he owns the mower. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't have to work with it at all because it gets done for him. Well, I was falling behind because I do all this by myself. I maintain this whole, part of
Yeah.
God's green earth on my own, and it gets to be a little bit of a pain with working. And at the time, I was working a lot of overtime, so I finally got around to doing it. And Rob, I swear to you, if that thing had a speedometer, the needle wouldn't even move. I
Oh,
was
wow.
going so slow. I had the deck all the way up, and my foot was barely touching. Like if I sneezed, I would double my speed. And I'm just creeping along. I'm like, well, I guess this is going to be the next few hours of my life, like just barely making it. And I look over and I see this knight in shining. Actually, he's not in shining armor. He had no shirt on. It was kind of gross. But he comes, he comes barreling in on this zero turn and just this guy was flying through my yard, and he just starts zipping back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And,
Yeah.
and I'm still chugging along barely because my mower will still bog down and die. I felt like an idiot. This guy's just running laps around me. He finally gets done. He's like, I saw you struggling. I figured you could use some help. Mind you, I'd never met the guy at this point.
Right.
This is the first time I ever met him at this point. I'm like, dude, you just saved me an entire evening. Thank you.
Yeah. No doubt.
It was unbelievable. He's mowed it a couple of times since. Good guy, but
Man, those zero turns, I'm telling you, man, they're like carnival rides for grown ups.
oh, it's so much. I know my brother's got one, and he lives in the area. I've had to call him to save my hide a time or two, and he let me use his.
Right.
And oh my god, now I'll tell you what, it's not like back when I smoked. I could have a cigarette hanging out of my mouth. I could have my little uh,
Beverage.
insulated water bottle full of whatever, Powerade or whatever, and I could just kind of cruise along, listen to my music. You got to have both hands working and doing something with those zero turns.
Yeah.
You can't just steer with your knee,
No. And,
but
I
that's the
always
trade
have,
off.
I'm not supposed to be, but I still pop a smoke in every once in a while, when I'm out there mowing. I don't have no issues with it. I got mine's got a cup holder on the side. And mine, I can actually grab hold of both sides of it with one hand and push forward or back and keep it going somewhat straight. So I can
Mm-hmm.
trying to pull my
Oh
drink.
yeah.
Man, that thing a haul.
Yeah,
My uncle's got
it's yeah.
my uncle's got a 54-inch electric zero turn. And it hits about one side of his yard one day and the other side the next because he has to recharge it. But that's still not bad because he's got a huge field up there he has to mow too. So I mean, but mine just
It's still kind of yeah.
price.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that,
He got
man.
it hey, look, he found it on clearance. I'm not gonna name the name of the store for $500, brand new.
Whoa,
So he got it
500 for a zero?
Yeah.
That
Well,
almost makes it worth it. So okay, you know what you could do because a zero turn is what, like $3,000 for a decent zero turn, $4,000 somewhere around there. That's for the base level stuff. So what you do, okay, is you take that electric one, right? You rip the batteries out and those stupid little electric motors. You go and you find yourself a nice juicy V twin, right? You see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going with it. Yeah, I like it. But
A big old hefty fella. Something that makes women take guesses about the size of certain anatomy, like that kind of big,
Yeah.
Rip it out of like a 1250 or something.
Yeah. Put your
But
air
you can
horn on
one of those train horns that they sell now.
Sound system, put some subwoofers on the back. I'm actually gonna get a ball hitch to go on mine. Because
Okay.
so I've got a trailer that I use, and I haven't been able to really because I don't even have a vehicle anymore because I can't drive, and it's not looking like I'm ever going to be able to again. So, but I can get out there on a mower, and I've got this big, nice trailer that I could really like to use. But my mower's 27 horsepower. I figure it can pull the trailer. It's got a
Yeah, I think
penny.
I'm working with only. I think I'm only working with 14. So, bleh.
And I told everybody on here, I didn't tell you, I don't think you was on here yet. I have bobcats in this area, and
Okay.
there's several, and I've got some pictures that I put up. They're on the Facebook page, but the mama bobcat and the little kittens. I got the kittens were playing in my backyard here a couple 3 years ago, and I actually got video of them and playing. I was scared to do it because I was afraid I'd scare them off, but it was awesome, dude. And I finally saw the male last year for the first time, and he's over my knee in height. He is huge, dude. That is a big bobcat.
Oh yeah, they get a little hefty.
Yeah, I saw him again the other day, but this morning or this evening when I got out there mowing, I saw a rabbit just going, just hauling ass across the field, and right on his tail. Here comes the bobcat.
Yeah.
Got him.
You ever see?
Got to the woods.
You ever see one of those things fall out of a tree?
Fall out.
Yep. And they hit the ground and just boom. It's like a human body, man. There's a lot of weight there.
Yeah.
You could hear the earth. Boom. Like,
I heard,
good God.
when I found the ones, when I got the video of the ones in the backyard playing, I was looking out my kitchen window and I saw the biggest dabbling fox squirrel I had ever seen in my life. So I went out there to look, and it wasn't a fox squirrel. There was a squirrel in the tree, but it was a bobcat trying to get the squirrel. It was one of the kittens, the smaller one.
Oy.
And he chased that blooming thing forever. Finally, he came out of the tree, and he went walking off behind my barn and out of the woods. About as soon as he got out of sight, two more came out of the woods. It was right in my backyard plate. That was a
Good
kitten.
God. Dude, every time, like I said, my lawn gets a little unruly. So every time I mow it after it's been,
Yeah.
when it gets to the point where it's more like baling hay than mowing my lawn,
Hmm.
right after I cut it, man, I'll come in, I'll grab something to drink, I'll open my sliding glass door. I look up, and it is, I feel like I'm like Snow White, man. I got all the little woodland creatures are all coming out to play. It's crazy. There'll be like 5 squirrels, 3 rabbits, a bunch of birds, and like chipmunks, and they all come out to hang out.
I was so glad to see that bobcat get that rabbit, though. I mean, he tore it up, and I'm thinking, yeah, you little sucker, you won't be eating out of my garden this year. Because they will. Turn garden, they'll go through. You ever all your plants be little stubs out there.
Yep. I have to work on that this summer. I got to figure something out. I think I'm going to make up some like, I got those little hoop thingies that keep, your nets up over your plants. So I think I might get some like bird nets or whatever, and bend up some steel strapping to make like a rib cage type thing to go over it.
Well, what I've been doing is like I use fence posts to mount my sprinklers onto.
Mm-hmm.
Get some twine and tie it, poke a hole in a pie pan, one of those little cheap aluminum pie pans, and just tie it and let it hang off that. And when the wind catches up, it'll think, and it'll turn and flash light. Rabbits can't take that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like
Yeah.
it clear in the daytime. And I also have a couple of arches built. So any kind of breeze that comes through is banging on stuff. And they can't really take that very well either. So it works pretty good. It's not 100% foolproof, but deer don't like them either, especially in the daytime when it's flashing light and stuff.
My problem is deer and squirrels. Mostly the latter of the two.
The best thing I found for controlling squirrels was a shotgun.
Yeah, I wish, but without a hunting license, and that's the thing. It's like I have the perfect rifle. I've got a nice little Savage Mark II 10-round bolt action rifle with a nice little like 7 power scope on it. I think it's a 4 to 7 or something. Nice, neat little thing. And I got like a whole bunch of subsonic ammo for this thing too. It'd be perfect if it weren't for the fact that they don't treat those like vermin. Like if it was rats or something, I'd be able to pop those things all day. But since it's squirrels,
Have you ever ate squirrel dumplings?
supposedly it tastes like bacon. I don't know.
I don't.
I've never had it.
Look, I grew up hunting squirrels and eating squirrels and rabbits and stuff and doves and quail. Eating fish out of the creek and all that stuff. But man, my grandma used to make the best squirrel dumplings ever. Dude, you talk about a meal.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me.
I'm gonna make chicken and dressing this weekend. And I think we're gonna make a video out of it. A whole video out of chicken and dressing. We're gonna call
I saw a Olive Garden commercial like a week ago, and it's had chicken broccoli Alfredo stuck in my head so bad. Like I had to make a couple of nights ago. I had to make it, and I've been eating that like breakfast, lunch, and dinner ever since. Because I cannot. I always cook like I'm cooking for an army, man. Like I'm trying to feed the bellies of a battleship.
That's what I do.
I can't moderate. So
it's like when I make chili. I've got this huge chili pot. I mean, a huge one. That's what I make chili in, even if it's just for me eating it. I mean, it's huge.
Crap.
What?
Well, Dave, Rob, sorry, not Dave. What am I thinking? I always get you two mixed up. I don't know how.
Oh, I'm the good-looking one.
Yeah, I think I might have to. Well, Fabio, I might have to call it a night because I got some charging issues here. I forgot all about it.
Hey, brother, you call it a night. Hope you enjoy your shirt.
Yeah, I gotta. Shut up, man. I gotta run through the shower real quick though, and then I gotta keep up with some of the streams.
Wear it with pride, brother.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, Dave. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, Dave comes back so you're not flying solo. But I got a couple minutes.
No, we fixed to call it a night anyway. It's 8 till we're good there. So, all right, that's close enough. We got it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
we got it.
Salute, brother. Hey, everybody
Salute.
out there, y'all have a great night. Salute. God bless you, and we will see y'all some point in time this weekend for sure. So, good night and have a great night, Steve. Enjoy that shirt.
Yeah,
it looks good on you.
I'll let you know when the next live stream is, so I can so your ears won't be burning.
There we go. Salute, brother.
Yep.
Oh, well, it's early in the morning. Grab a cup and tune on in. Robert and Dave got that southern charm. Let the laughter begin. From the morning funny to MAGA minute, ain't no better way to start your day the southern way with a little joke and pray. We're just southern folks talking southern things. Front porch swinging where the church bells rang. From Mama Said to Hum Day News, we keep it real with down home views. Sunday morning in the Word, get that gospel flow. Prayer time calls, so let's let our troubles go. Come Monday night, Mama Said is bringing the truth. And when it's night talk with Dave, man, you know it's getting loose. We're just southern folks talking southern things. Stories and sports where the good times hang. From SFP News to I Remember That, we tell it like it is, and that's a fact. Got our veteran of the week, gotta show our pride. Pets of the week, bringing love worldwide. Talking paranormal, digging true crime. Southern fried stories all the dang time. So So pull up a chair, y'all, and stay a while.